my loves, want to see how to make the best tasting mac and cheese with the ultimate cheese pull? Then look no further, because tonight I'm cooking with Tammy. I'm going to show you how to do just that. First thing we want to do, as you saw, is get your pasta into some hot boiling water. And of course, you want to start to create flavors from beginning to end. So in order to do that, we went ahead and added some chicken bouillon. That's going to definitely flavor up those pasta noodles, because if you didn't know, now you know. Pasta noodles are very bland, all right? So it's either you're going to add salt or you're going to add some type of bouillon to bring out that ultimate flavor. However, to our skillet, right, we are going to add some butter. And we're also going to add some flour. Our flour is going to act as a thickening agent for our cheese sauce. Gonna add a small amount. We're gonna stir it in. We're gonna allow the flour to cook and toast up. So therefore, when we eat our delicious cheesy mac and cheese, you know, you're not tasting that flour taste, because that within itself could definitely be a turn off. Give it a quick stir. I'm cooking on low to medium heat because I want to maintain control, and I want a nice smooth consistency when it comes down to the sauce. Stir it up. Perfect. This is what we need right here. No lumps, no clumps, right? Check it out. Perfect. Once we have that going, we are going to add our milk. For this recipe, you can add Carnation milk or even half and half. I'm also going to be adding some heavy cream. Full recipe details is going to be at the bottom in the description bar area, so no worries. Make sure everything is nice and smooth. And within a matter of seconds, our sauce is going to begin to thicken up, and that's definitely what we're looking for. It is time for us to season. We're going to go in with some garlic powder. We're going to add some onion powder, small amount of onion powder, pretty pungent. We're also going to add some salt and ground black pepper. Later, once we put our mac and cheese together, we could always go back in and add some more seasonings if necessary. I'm going to add some of my all-purpose chicken seasoning, even though this seasoning has no chicken ingredients. All right, it works really well with chicken, all proteins, and all veggies. We're going to add a good amount of this. We're also going to go in with some smoked paprika for a nice little smoky element of flavor. If we want to bring out a pop of taste when it comes to our cheeses, the key ingredient is to add mustard. Dried mustard or Dijon mustard, either or. For this particular recipe, I'm going to go on with the Dijon mustard. Okay, well, that's it. Stir it on in really quickly. Well, not quickly. Listen, I just do everything fast. If you don't know me, I'll tell you a little bit about me. I tend to do everything really fast. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's the New Yorker in me. I think that's what it is. Because in New York, we do everything quickly. Check out those lovely seasonings. Not to mention, our sauce is perfectly smooth and rich and creamy. And then we're gonna bring out the cheeses. Now, of course, you're like, what type of cheeses are you using, woman? Let me start by telling you, we have mozzarella. We also have some sharp cheddar, along with a Gouda, some Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese, yes. We're also gonna be incorporating some Parmesan cheese. Trust me on this one. And we also have some colby and Monterey Jack. Now, when it comes down to the mozzarella and the colby and Monterey Jack, that's going to provide us with our cheese pull, okay? That stringy cheese pull that most of us love. The sharp cheddar, of course, is going to create that sense of flavor, along with our Gouda, which is going to create that smooth consistency. Let's go in with some colby as well. Let's try to even out this situation. Add a little bit of parm, and let's stir it on in. As you can see, our cheese sauce, oh my goodness, again, I gotta say it, cheese sauce is flavored. You could tell by all of the seasonings that we added. And the great thing about it is we didn't just go ahead and add a ton of seasonings just to add seasonings. We added seasonings that's gonna be complimentary. Let's add some more cheese. We're gonna go in with some more mozza. Get that mozzarella going, along with some cheddar. Okay, for that nice little bite and pop of flavor. Gouda for our smooth, rich, creamy flavor. Parmesan and colby jack. A little bit more cheddar, more mozzarella, and I think we should be good. Don't forget to reserve some of our cheeses for the topping later. At this point in time, get that pasta off the stove because we should be cooking our pasta until it's al dente. You don't want to overcook it because we're also going to place it in the oven, and you don't want a mushy pasta. Cook it according to the instructions in the back of the box. Also, after you're finished cooking it, I would suggest to shock it in cold water to stop the cooking process, because if you have your pasta hanging out in the strainer until you're finished making your cheese sauce, then what's going to happen is your pasta is going to continue cooking. After about 5 minutes, check it out. It's starting to have a cheese pull. Let's introduce our pasta into our cheese sauce. All right, we're going to fold the pasta into the cheese, of course. Flame should be on low heat. Make sure every bit of cheese gets into every single nook and cranny of our pasta. And that is it, my friends. We are gonna turn off the stove top. All right, we're gonna be adding our mac and cheese to our aluminum foil baking pan. And as you can see, I am spreading some butter into the pan simply because we don't want our mac and cheese to stick. And yes, I'm doing it old school. No non-stick spray today. We're using butter and a paper towel. Just like how Granny used to do it, right? I want to know how many of you used to help out in the kitchen and your job was to literally lubricate the baking pan. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and add half of our pasta. We're going to spread it out just like this. We're going to add our cheese blend. Same cheese blend. I just went ahead and basically mixed it together. Gonna go ahead, add some more. Add all of the contents to the pan, of course. All right, we're gonna comb through our pasta with our spatula, of course. Spread it out into the pan. If you're liking what you see so far, definitely hit that like button. Don't play with me. Hit that like button. Run those numbers up. If you think I don't know what I'm doing, hit the like button either way. No, I'm just playing. Not playing about the like button. But you better say I know what I'm doing. If not, I'm going to come and get you. Spread it out evenly. And what we're going to do is we are going to place this into our oven. Preheated 350-degree oven. And we're going to allow this beautiful mac and cheese to bake for about 25 to 30 minutes uncovered until the cheese is melted. And if your mac and cheese is not perfectly brown the way that you want it to look, then of course you could turn on the broiler for about 1 to 2 minutes to get those nice little crispy edges going on. Make sure you check the bottom of your baking pan because you don't want any of that loose cheese to get on the bottom of the baking pan. And when you place it into the oven while your mac and cheese is baking, the smoke alarm is going to be going off. So definitely clean up any little mess that you may have lingering at the bottom of the pan. Very important. We're back and check out our beautiful mac and cheese. I didn't even have to turn on the broiler, my loves. Time to eat some mac and cheese. Oh my goodness. I've been waiting about 30 minutes for this moment, okay? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, yes. And it was nice and crispy. I don't know if you heard when we dug into it. Let's get it. I can't do this no more. I can't. This is too much. Oh. What a great time to be alive because this is so delicious. This has got to be the best tasting mac and cheese that I've ever created, let alone tasted. Wow. This mac and cheese recipe is cheesy. It's flavorful. It has that pop of that flavor. All right, we're tasting all of the combination of cheeses. We're getting smooth and creamy from the Colby Jack, let alone from the Gouda. And we're also getting that sharp cheddar taste because, like I said earlier, it was definitely important to add that mustard because it allows that cheese pop of flavor to come through with every single bite. As always, I'm your girl Cooking with Tammy. If you want to get your seasonings, cookingwithtammy.shop. And as always, I will definitely catch you guys in another video. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.